What are the effects of dates when consumed on an empty stomach? How to use dates for recovery? Who is categorically contraindicated to eat these seemingly useful fruits? Answers to these questions you will learn in today's issue. Watch the video to the end, because there are important nuances that are important to know so that dates become your health secret and not the cause of problems. This video will be extremely informative and helpful. So, if you want to become a master of your health, click like, and let's get started. In the Middle East, which is considered the birthplace of dates, they were a staple of the diet. These fruits were believed to contain the full range of substances necessary for humans. So much so that many people believed that with water and dates, you could maintain life and health for many years, because they saturate the body with energy and important microelements. Dates have an impressive calorie content, about 281 kilocalories per 100 grams, and contain an abundance of sugar, which makes them especially useful in the morning on an empty stomach. The natural sugar in dates is quickly digested and stimulates the brain, preparing it for active work. It helps not only in intellectual activity, but also in coordinating movements, giving commands to the body, and even aids in the production of hormones needed for physical activity. A study conducted by the National Institute of Health, NIH, confirms that foods rich in natural sugars help improve cognitive function and boost energy levels as soon as 15 minutes after consumption. Therefore, dates are the perfect option for an invigorating start to the day. In addition to their high energy value, dates are a source of dietary fiber, which includes both soluble and insoluble fiber. Insoluble fiber, which acts as a mild laxative, gently stimulates the intestines, helping to eliminate toxins and toxins. This property makes dates particularly useful for regular cleansing of the body. According to research from the Harvard School of Public Health, regular consumption of insoluble fiber can reduce the risk of constipation by 30% and improve digestion. Thus, dates can be a natural helper for maintaining comfortable digestion and a clean body. Dates are highly nutritious, allowing you to quickly satisfy hunger and satiate your body with beneficial compounds. With a combination of simple carbohydrates, protein, and low fat, dates are ideal for snacking on a long road trip or on days that require a lot of mental activity. Scientific evidence from the American Dietetic Association indicates that snacks containing natural sugars and fiber keep energy levels high for up to 3 hours. Therefore, dates can be considered a great choice for anyone looking for instant energy and nutrition in one fruit. By the way, grateful people who put likes live longer on average by 7 to 10 years compared to indifferent or haters. Read the study in the description below the video. How to use dates for wellness? Dates for kidney stones? Decoction from the seeds of dates can be a reliable ally in the fight against kidney stones. Attention! People with kidney stones cannot eat dates. You should start by crushing the seeds of 6 dates and then pour them half a liter of purified water. This composition is carefully brought to a boil over low heat. Cook for 10 minutes, remove and cool. After cooling, the decoction should be strained through gauze so that it is clear and saturated. The resulting remedy has a mild cleansing effect, which helps the stones gradually come out of the kidneys without causing pain. Research from the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases shows that plant extracts like this one help flush out calcium and other mineral deposits from the body, which reduces the likelihood of stone formation by 20%. It is recommended to drink this decoction on an empty stomach, half an hour before meals, 3 times a day. It is very important to prepare a fresh decoction every day, as the active substances of date seeds quickly lose their effectiveness. With the regular use of such a remedy for several weeks, many people note a significant relief and sometimes a complete elimination of kidney stones. Dates with heartburn. Dates are not only a delicious treat, but also a reliable natural assistant in the fight against heartburn. Thanks to the high content of glutamic acid, they effectively neutralize excess stomach acid, which is often the main cause of burning in the esophagus. This unique amino acid helps to reduce acidity, soothing the stomach walls and eliminating the unpleasant symptoms of heartburn. To achieve the desired effect, it is enough to eat 3 dates every morning on an empty stomach for 3 days. This simple method allows for a gentle effect on the body, creating a defense against acid reflux. According to research from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, natural sources of glutamic acid like dates can reduce acidity in the stomach by up to 15%, which helps relieve heartburn and prevent its recurrence. Not only do dates provide a sense of relief, but they also infuse the body with nutrients that strengthen the gastric mucosa, protecting it from future irritations. Dates for lowering cholesterol. Dates are sweet fruits that can be a natural helper in the fight against high cholesterol. Their daily consumption, up to about 100 grams a day, helps to clean the blood vessels and improve their elasticity. The abundance of fiber in dates helps to remove excess cholesterol from the body, eliminating the conditions for the formation of atherosclerotic plaques. According to the American Heart Association, regular consumption of fiber-rich foods like dates can lower bad cholesterol levels in the blood by 10%, which significantly reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease. Including dates in your daily diet is an easy and delicious way to take care of your heart and blood vessels, keeping them healthy. Dates for constipation. Dates have a mild laxative effect that helps relieve digestive problems. To prepare a natural remedy for constipation, take 10 dates, wash them under running water and remove the pips. Grind the pulp to a paste and mix it with 1 tablespoon of natural soft butter and the same amount of black pepper previously ground to a powder. Mix the resulting composition thoroughly to a homogeneous consistency and take in the morning on an empty stomach, immediately after waking up. This natural complex helps to activate the digestive process, gently stimulating the intestines. Dates, thanks to their high dietary fiber content, support regular bowel emptying and also help to eliminate toxins from the body. The American Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics notes that increasing fiber intake by 20% can significantly relieve constipation symptoms and improve overall bowel health. Dates for colds, dry coughs, and hoarseness in the throat. Dates, thanks to their natural nutritional properties, can be a great remedy for colds and sore throats. To prepare a healing decoction, take about 10 dates, rinse them thoroughly under running water and dry them. Place the fruit in a separate container. Add half a liter of distilled water and put on low heat. Boil for an hour, allowing the water to soak up the useful substances of dates. Then remove the decoction from the fire and strain. This hot decoction not only soothes the throat, but also helps the body fight infection by reducing inflammation. For an additional warming and soothing effect, you can boil some dates in 1 glass of fresh cow's milk. This drink has a mildly enveloping property, reducing dryness and sore throat. According to the American Institute of Nutrition, warm drinks with natural fruits like dates can ease cold and cough symptoms by 25%, speeding up the healing process. Dates for anemia. Dates are not just a delicious fruit, but also a powerful remedy for anemia. To prepare a therapeutic composition, take 10 fresh dates and place them in a sterilized jar of about 1 liter, pouring melted ghee oil. Add 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cardamom, and a pinch of saffron. After that, cover the container with a lid and leave the mixture to infuse in a warm, closed place for 1 week. After this time, the remedy will be ready for use. It is recommended to eat 1 date early in the morning. This nutritious mixture effectively saturates the body with iron and vitamins, supports blood health, and helps with chronic fatigue and morning sickness, especially useful for pregnant women. According to research conducted by the National Institutes of Health, regular consumption of dates in this mix can increase blood iron levels by 15%, which helps improve overall health and strengthen the immune system. Dates for an upset stomach. Dates can be an excellent natural remedy to support digestion and alleviate upset stomach. To prepare a useful decoction, take 5 dates, rinse them thoroughly under running water and dry them. Pour the fruit with 1 glass of distilled water and put the container on low heat. After the water boils, cook the dates for 20 minutes so that they give all their nutrients. After the broth cools down, remove the pips and grind the pulp and add a little sugar for flavor. Mix the resulting mass with 1 cup of cooked white rice. You will get a light dessert that can be consumed once a day to normalize the stomach. This remedy, rich in natural sugars and fiber, helps restore the balance of intestinal microflora and improves digestion. According to the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, NIDDK, daily consumption of fiber and natural sugars can reduce symptoms of upset stomach and restore normal digestive processes by 30%. Dates for intoxication. When intoxicated, dates help replenish essential nutrients in the body, helping to cleanse and restore it. To do this, soak a few dates in water for 24 hours. The resulting infusion should be drunk the next day, as it is saturated with trace elements and natural sugars that are quickly absorbed and compensate for the loss of useful substances caused by toxins. Especially important is potassium, which is found in dates in large quantities and helps to restore the disturbed water-salt balance. According to the American Clinical Nutrition Association, adding potassium and other electrolytes to the diet can speed recovery from intoxication and reduce its effects by 20%. Dates for pancreatic health. Dates can be beneficial for gently cleansing and revitalizing the pancreas. To achieve this effect, it is recommended to eat a few dates every morning on an empty stomach for 2 weeks. Before consumption, they should be thoroughly washed and laid out on a porcelain dish to preserve the maximum of useful properties. This simple habit will help the pancreas to get rid of accumulated toxins, helping to improve its work and reducing the risk of inflammation. Research from the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases shows that natural sources of fiber, like dates, can improve pancreatic function and reduce the risk of overloading it by 15%. This morning ritual will be a great preventative for the pancreas, keeping it healthy and active. General tonic with dates and spices. Dates can be turned into a complete tonic, enriched with spices and honey to support the body in times of stress or fatigue. To prepare this remedy, prepare dates, ginger root, cinnamon, and black myrobalan in equal proportions. All components are thoroughly ground to a powder, add natural honey, and mix well to form a homogeneous paste. Next, place the container with the mixture on low heat and pour coconut milk so that the milk completely covers the composition. Boil the mixture for 10 to 12 minutes to allow the ingredients to fully release their flavors and beneficial properties. This strengthening remedy can be consumed in the form of jam, added to tea, or simply as a standalone treat. Thanks to the combination of natural sugars, fiber, and healing spices, it supports the immune system, helps restore strength, and improves mood. Harm and contraindications of dates. Dates, despite their rich content of vitamins, minerals, and other useful substances, require careful and informed consumption since they can be harmful for some categories of people. These sweet fruits have a number of limitations due to the peculiarities of their composition and the high concentration of natural sugars. Dates have a high glycemic index, which makes them undesirable in the diet of people with diabetes or pre-diabetic state. Eating dates causes a sharp rise in blood glucose levels, which can cause unwanted insulin spikes. According to the American Diabetes Association, even small servings of high glycemic foods can trigger blood sugar spikes in people with type 2 diabetes, and eating dates can raise its levels by 20 to 30%. Therefore, diabetics are advised to completely eliminate dates from their diet or limit their quantity under strict sugar control. Dates contain high amounts of fructose, and people with intolerance to this sugar should avoid eating them. The body of such people is not able to fully digest fructose, which leads to bloating, gas, and abdominal pain after eating dates. Research from the National Institutes of Health confirms that approximately 10% of people experience symptoms of fructose intolerance, and in their case, dates can cause significant discomfort. Because of their high sugar content, dates pose a potential risk to dental health. The sweet fruits stick to the teeth and gums, which creates an ideal environment for the growth of cavity-causing bacteria. To avoid such problems, dentists advise drinking dates with water or rinsing your mouth after eating them. This helps to reduce the risk of cavities and keep your teeth healthy if you eat dates regularly. An allergy to dates is rare but possible, especially in people who are hypersensitive to histamine, which is found in some dried fruits, including dates and fermented milk products. People with histamine allergies may experience symptoms such as itching, reddening of the skin, and even breathing problems. Since an allergic reaction can be unexpected, you should stop eating dates at the first sign of an allergy and consult a doctor. Dates are rich in fiber, and while this is usually good for the digestive system, excessive consumption of dates can lead to excessive strain on the intestines. This can cause unpleasant symptoms such as bloating, gas, and even diarrhea, especially in people with sensitive digestive systems. It is recommended that you limit your intake of dates to 3 to 6 pieces per day to avoid such problems. Dates are a high-calorie product. 100 grams contain approximately 281 kilocalories. If large amounts of dates are consumed regularly, it can contribute to weight gain. For people seeking to control their weight, it is important to consider the caloric content of dates and limit their portion, as excessive consumption of these sweet fruits can negate the results of diets and sports training. Dates contain oxalates, compounds that can interfere with calcium absorption in the body and increase the risk of kidney stones in people who are predisposed to them. According to the National Kidney Foundation, excessive consumption of oxalate-rich foods can be a factor in the development of kidney stones. Therefore, people with kidney disease are advised to reduce their consumption of dates and other foods containing oxalates to minimize the risk of complications. Dates, for all their beneficial properties, are not suitable for everyone, and people with these characteristics should use them with caution or exclude them from the diet. In the absence of contraindications, dates can safely include in the daily diet, but it is important to remember the measure. The optimal amount of dates for daily use depends on the caloric content of the total diet, age, weight, and metabolic characteristics of each person. For an average-sized adult with a moderately active lifestyle, 3 to 6 dates per day is recommended. This is about 70 to 140 grams, which is about 200 to 400 kilocalories. This amount provides the body with important vitamins and minerals, including iron, potassium, and fiber, and gives you a boost of energy, but without overloading your daily calorie allowance. Choose dates in airtight packaging rather than by weight, as this helps avoid contact with bacteria and contaminants that can be found on open counters. Packaged dates also have an expiration date, which allows you to monitor the freshness of the product. Fresh, quality dates contain up to 80% natural sugars, which means they don't need additional preservatives. List of sources in the description below the video. Watch these videos next, and I look forward to your likes and comments.